So guys, what is happening? We pick up with the sound of heavy machinery in the background. I told you we would pick up from exactly where we left off. We know the creepy demon is out here somewhere. We know he's waiting for us. Dun dun dun. So we're going to try and make our way through. Can't get down there yet. I need to go through this way. Oh. Where do we think he is?
To see, for us to eat, for us to wear. Can't go on like this, alone, naked, cold. Just let me wear you. We'll walk this world together.
Ah, quite like being alone, thanks. So we can empty the central chamber now. That's exactly what we're going to do here. Bingo. Now, the only question is, which way do I go? Let's go this way. At creepy crawly pace as well. Something tells me I should have flicked that switch, but okay, fair dues. I can hear all of the people watching this screaming at me. Run! Just run! Stop crawling! What is this? Be brave. No, I'll creep very cautiously, thank you. Take my time. That's a very good question now. How do I get down there? It's this way, isn't it? West Chamber. And then down the stairs. I've done this wrong, haven't I? No, because there's a door up here that goes. Yeah. No. I'm fine. Sometimes it takes a while for the sort of plan of where I am, my spatial orientation. It takes it a couple of seconds to catch up. You're going to hear me clear my throat a lot at the minute. I had a dose of COVID, such as the bane of our times, and it's left me with a few lingering symptoms, one of which is a really annoying cough. The other ones of which are leaving me really, really tired, so that's why the upload schedule for these videos is so scattered. I need to completely empty the east chamber then. Is that what I need to do? Okay. I think I know what I'm doing now. I've caught up with everything. So yeah, I can completely fill the west chamber. Again, apologies for the screen tearing. I'm not that hot with tweaking the computer, and it's...
The central chamber's open. Get your ass down there, Marianne.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that hot with tweaking or overclocking the hardware, so I'll probably learn as I go. for now it's not really... It's not affecting anything too badly. There's no screen tearings during the actual gameplay, for example. It's just when I'm looking at maps or something like that, or going to first person. I can live with that just now. Just waiting on Mr. Creepy revealing his naked, cold ass. Hello, I want to wear you. I know that sounds more like Gollum. I'm not Troy Baker though. He makes money out of it, I don't have to. Oh, bugger.
No more cold. No more shame. Never again. Let them look. Let them see. Let them know. Let them feel our pain.
I have no idea what I'm to do here. So, ghost.
Mine. It all ends in me. It all ends in me.
Bugger. Well... Well, he's standing in front of the way out. And I know I can get myself through that. So I'm gonna try a Hail Mary. I'm just gonna sprint and hope.
Let me get back here.
No, no, my friend.
It all ends in me. Let go.
Well, I'm stumped. Because there doesn't seem to be anywhere else I can go, and I know that power turns on there. I know I can get through that door. Do I need to go back out, flood this, get rid of him first? No, because I cannot leave here now.
Mine.
I'm gonna get caught uber quick here, yep.
Ends in me.
I love how that screen comes up every time telling me that I'm not defenseless against the enemies in the spirit world. I have no energy though, so I am pretty defenseless against the enemies in the spirit world. Get used to this cutscene, folks. You're going to be seeing this a few times as it takes me another 40 minutes to figure out how to get around him. I think I might be able to hide behind the sandbags on the left here.
Mine. It all ends in me.
Bye, asshole.
back here. This anti-hero.
Woof. There you go. Done it. That was savage.
Lily. Thomas. You were here. I can feel it.
So I think he's talking about Marianne there, because we've literally watched Marianne exist in both places. It's her power. We've watched it all the way through the game. It's one of this game's selling points. It's also one of its interesting mechanics. And whatever she does that affects the other world. So when she draws from a font and charges what looks like a power source in the real world, it charges up a junction box and she can walk through walk through doors that are electrically powered, mechanically powered.
Hey, I know this one. Used to be one of my favorites.
Which is different to Thomas's power. Thomas doesn't inhabit the spirit world per se. Thomas goes into people's minds. He's a psychic in the sense that he
Vitamins,
takes over people's heads.
Antibiotics, neuroleptics, antidepressants. Even by my standards, that's a lot of pills.
Wonder if he was trying to suppress her power in some way using those drugs. But anyway, here we are. You need to adjust the power for the green, I'm assuming.
No, don't do this to me.
Fantastic. So these are the living quarters. We blew a fuse. I really want it. I'm gonna. I just couldn't hack the power. We just didn't have the power, Captain. Oh dear.
Busted open. From the inside.
Marianne's power could have done that. So could Thomas's, mind you.
Ah, yes.
Don't blow a fuse now. Living quarters we're just
This
going to
was
explore
definitely
anyway.
Lily's place. Where he kept her.
There's part of its face. There's part of it manifesting there. There's part of the demon there. Demon there. So where Marianne sees butterflies, this Lillian started seeing whatever that thing is. And there we are. So I was mentioning earlier, I think in the last episode in fact, folk tales, tales of demonology, the old thing where if you know a demon's name you have power over it, or if you make a deal with a demon then it always wants something in return that you can't afford, all that kind of stuff. And here we are. He's used the old salt barrier, which, if I believe rightly, was sprinkling salt on the threshold, so on your door, across your entrance, across where you open the door to walk in, and that stopped demons and evil spirits being able to get inside. I've also read, I think it was the Jim Butcher books about the Harry Dresden, the wizard. I've read that he uses salt, spreads it in a circle, and then he closes it. Once the circle's closed, it becomes self-contained, and there's power and things inside it. That rather than being spread throughout the air, it's all trapped in there for him to channel. It all links back to the same idea that salt. Don't know if anyone else's gran ever did this, but when I was a kid, if you spilt salt in particular, you had to throw some over your shoulder, at the devil in the eye. That was my granny Kerr, I believe, that first said that to me. But my mum and lots of other people in my life have said that as well, So, yeah, anyway, digression. Yeah, this thing looks horrible. Oh, there we go, Lillian. Here
Imagine
we've got...
being locked up in this place, having a needle shoved into your arm day in, day out. You didn't deserve this, Lily.
Sodium chloride, is that the sedative, the sort of what they used to call the truth drug? Was it like keeping her in a sort of zombie state?
Again with the salt. The whole room is lined with it.
Yeah. As a way of keeping it out, stopping it from getting in.
Little windows into the world. It's something, I guess. Sunshine doesn't really translate to text, though.
You can see so how she was referring to the clumps of salt there. If you look when my torch turns around, you can see clumps of it all over the place. I think he's went overkill. I don't think it needs that much. Like, literally, if he had just spread it on the threshold, it would have stopped the thing coming in.
She'd be a grown woman by now, but the room is still all dolls and unicorns. Quite the selection. So she could doll herself up with no one to see her. Maybe he meant well, but somehow this just feels sadistic.
I mean, he was trying to save his daughter. Like, I'm not condoning, because this does feel kind of like torture. But he was trying to save the only daughter that he could save, the one that was close to him. Marianne was in a coma in the hospital. She was absolutely... She couldn't be got at, so he didn't have to worry about her. He would only have to worry about her if they tried to bring Marianne back. But they never did. They gave her up for adoption because I think they assumed that he had went missing or had died in whatever terrible thing had happened at Neva. So Marianne didn't have to go through this. I mean, in a way, she had her own prison. She was lonely because she could see and do things that no one else could. But it still wasn't as isolating as
Burnt
what happened to her
crisp.
sister.
Guess I should look for a spare.
Wouldn't you happen to know I've got a spare? Right, so... Oh, too much, too much, too much. Bingo!
There be light.
Here we go.
Nice decor. Very minimalist.
Notice how he smashed the mirror so that he can't see or hear from himself, because he was trying to cut himself off from the other part of him, the spirit part of him.
Mold. It looks pretty fresh. Someone's been here recently.
I recognise the cups as well that she's drinking out of. And I think this is the room from the cutscenes that we've been seeing Marianne in.
If I find enough pieces, I might be able to get to the other side. Better get to it, Alice.
Alice in Wonderland reference there. I don't know why everyone thinks that's such a classic. I mean, I watched the most recent films with Kieran, my son.
Okay.
And
here's one. So far, so good.
While they were really good, it's not a book that I would go searching out for. Don't get me wrong, I'm not disparaging that. If you guys enjoy it, that's absolutely down to you. Like, each to their own. I just always found what people called classics of literature dreadfully boring to read. So he wanted the spirit part of him back. If he's lived with that all his life, that must be like a twin losing their twin, basically. You know, I'm trying to think of another way to put that. I was going to say their brother or their sister. Their twin, you know. Because he's been joined to him for so long that they're intrinsically part of each other, even if he is just a part of him that exists in the sort of psychic world. All the doors are open now. Looks lovely.
There. Another one.
Obviously we'll do a bit of exploration here. Got a radio, I don't think. I'll just turn that off now. Watch it turn itself back on. Yeah, I'll run if that happens. I genuinely want her to take the axe just so she can hit something with it. Oh, this looks like this is going to be Thomas's place. Cool.
Looks like he could never quite let go of his passion. In another life, perhaps.
Yeah, I should point out, you hear a lot of my speculative thoughts. Almost couldn't say that. In one of the earlier episodes where I talked about the relationship between the letters that are from the... Sorry, push the wrong button there. The letters that are from the mentor. See, the mentor's diaries. The mentor is... The mentor's diaries are Richard writing about Thomas. So Thomas relates what he can see in the other side, and Richard paints it, and Richard becomes famous off those paintings because they're so surreal and abstract, with Thomas describing what it is he sees. I imagine they're quite grim. It's probably like the stuff that H.R. Geiger drew. And if you don't know who H.R. Geiger is, if you've ever seen any of the Alien movies, H.R. Geiger was drawing stuff that looked like the alien in that movie, or in that movie series, before designing that creature. So he was designing human-like creatures, things that looked like the xenomorph from those movies with like human features. So they didn't look quite as alien. and Richard's stuff that he's painting off of Thomas's descriptions is probably going to look a lot like that, given how we've seen the spirit world. The other thing is Thomas eventually decided... Richard wanted him to study art. He wanted him to go to college, university, art school, and study art, and Thomas said that the only way he would do it is if he got to pick what he majored in, and it was architecture, which Richard thought was a waste, but at least it was something. So Thomas isn't as daft as we thought he was. He's not stupid, he's not uneducated, he's not living by his wits. He's capable of problem solving, but he seems to be living on the edge constantly. Every time we've seen him, he always seems to be giving in to what he's feeling. He always seems to be in a state of almost panic, looking for the quick solution, even if it's aggressive and gung-ho. I wonder how much he changed once he'd lost the other part of him. Okay. So in all of that, what I was saying earlier, he did this. He decided to leave Marianne where she was, and if he's done that and just retreated into this bunker, then yeah, she's given up for adoption because no one's come to claim her. They must have known that she had family, but when her family didn't appear, nothing you can do, really, is there? That's quite sad. So he knew where she worked. He's wrote "don't" on that as a way of saying to himself, don't go and contact her.
This should be enough. Let's make magic happen.
All I could think of as she was saying that was the Robin Williams gag.
This was definitely Thomas's workspace. I can sense the determination. Whatever he was working on, he really gave it his all.
The Robin Williams line from Aladdin where he says, "Let's make some magic." Yeah.
Were you trying to send the monster away? Or to get your other self back?
Yeah, there's a lot of demonology in here. I'm not so hot on occult stuff. I read widely and I read a lot of different stuff, but I've never been tempted to read any of this, mainly because I think you have to be really, really passionate about it and interested in it, or to have belief that it's going to work. And I don't want to disparage anyone. I'm not going to use phrases like quote-unquote mental or quote-unquote crazy or quote-unquote a psycho. I think these are people's opinions that don't understand it when they say something about someone who has a passionate interest in it. But it's just not something that's ever been of interest to me. But that's what a lot of these things are here. The only time I've ever come across anything like that is when I was at university. I studied a medieval European unit which looked at, amongst other things, the practice of alchemy, and how certain sciences grew out of that. I won't bore you with all the details, but one of the units we covered had an English, what would we call him? Alchemist, easiest way to put it, called John Dee, and a lot of the sort of texts in his name, and a lot of the things that people presumed he had, because the house that he owned the library and it was ransacked, so we don't know loads about him. But what we do know suggests that he had like a special alphabet that was supposed to be the language of angels. I can hear you all at the other end sniggering at that. It was his beliefs. I mean, John Dee was alive when Queen Elizabeth I, Queen Elizabeth, Good Queen Bess, Walter Raleigh, Francis Drake, guys who found the New World, the Americas. Couldn't remember what phrase I was looking for there. So yeah, these were his beliefs at the time. So yeah, it looks like Thomas was trying to reach through all the occult writing that he could get his hands on. I suspect he was trying to get himself back. His other self back. That other part of him back. Yeah, we don't need to go back there, we've done all that. So, back we go to the kitchen. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get a jump scare here because I 100% believe that this is where she was or is at the start of the game. And I fully expect Thomas to be here somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure she made tea on this stove in these cups. Yeah. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
And there it was. The moment we finally met.
It's you. You're alive.
Thomas?
In a way, yes.
Wait. You're the other one. The spirit. But the hound. I thought you were gone.
Gone. No, no. Trapped. I spent years in Henry's fucked up world. Oh, when you sent him away, I could finally break free. That's why you're so important. You can finish this.
Where is he? Where is my father?
I don't know. For the first time in my life, I don't feel his presence. I've been away for so long. Could you stay for a moment? Tell me how all this started.
It all starts with a dead girl. What about Lily? Did my father...
No. He couldn't have. He wouldn't. He loved her too much. Both of you.
So, what happened to her? What is this place?
This is where he kept her. That cell back there. It only exists in one world. Keeps the other one out. He built it so that he could be alone. It's the only place he could feel normal. Separated from his powers. For me. Came in handy once Lily became unstable.
Unstable. What do you mean?
She's a medium too, Marianne. A powerful one. Guess it runs in the family. When Richard hurt her, it awoke something inside her. Something terrible. And it was only a matter of time before it got out. It's what your father feared. What he tried to avoid.
That's why he called me. But that means...
Yes. She's still alive. There's still a way to save her. You have to find her, Marianne.
Where is she? Where is my sister?
You know where.
The lake.
It's coming. Time for you to go. I'll hold it off for as long as I can.
I'm not leaving you.
You can't always save everyone. Butterfly. Trust me. I know. And I'm sorry.
Oh, no. No. No.
Oofed. Alright, we're going to end it there. Oh, what an episode. What a bit of story. That's just incredible. Again, I've complimented Bluebird team quite a few times throughout this series. I am honestly, that is some tremendous storytelling. That has kept me sat on the edge of my seat, staring at the screen. Has Thomas just sacrificed himself? Is that it all over? I mean, that's what we're supposed to take from that, but so many things have been twisty and turny. I genuinely didn't like that part of Thomas until I saw that there. Maybe he did enjoy what he did too much, but it seems that he shared the human part's feelings for his family and was determined to help them and keep them alive and look after them. We know Thomas phoned her. We've never been able to find Thomas again after that phone call. And if Thomas is alive, he's now permanently lost that part of himself. But given that that part of himself has been stuck for so long, he's probably gotten used to it. So maybe he never felt that. Well, anyway. Whew. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Comment especially. You know, talk about how that made you feel. And as usual, look after yourselves, be kind to each other, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.